Whatever. Okay. Clear. Hello. Hi, guys. Yes. Dobro jutro. Or dobar dan, depending on where you are. Hello. How's everybody today? I know I look a fright. I apologize. Clear. Yes, very heavy emotions today. I am going to be doing free messages from your twin today, yes, after the general reading. Oh, no. Yeah, it's been a interesting week. Clear. Been a very interesting week. Don't know what's up with that. A lot of heavy energies, a lot of anxiety. Yesterday I had I don't know, it was the weirdest thing. Right in the middle of my day, had this crazy panic attack thing, which I haven't had a panic attack in a long time. All I know is I didn't like it. I mean, everybody has a twin. It's just not everybody is incarnated at the same time as their twin. If you're looking for a connection check, I'm not certified to do that yet. I will be offering that eventually. But check out Charlotte, Happy Twins 1111. Clear. She can tell you if you're dealing with a twin or not. I'm actually taking her class, Twin Flame Healing, so that's something I'll be able to actually offer to you guys eventually, which I'm really excited about. So, wait for a couple of more people to show up, and then I guess we'll get this started. Just taking this opportunity to shuffle my decks. Well, I mean, they could be out there, Queen Bee. But everybody has a twin. No, you're definitely not the only one, Nikki. I've just been trying to keep myself busy, honestly. Speaking of which, I have a lot of readings I'm trying to catch up on today. Clear. So if you're waiting for a reading, yes, I am going to be getting through some today. Yeah, a lot of fears. A lot of fears have been coming up. Really strange, irrational fears that kind of come out of nowhere. And you're like, where in the heck did that come from? Yeah. Well, I feel you. No problem. Yeah. I'm going to try to make this a Sunday tradition if I could. Oh, God. Probably should have, at least done something with my hair. Whatever. All right. So I guess we'll go ahead and get this collective started. Good day. I actually think Australian accent's one of my favorites. So let's go ahead and get this started. Just basically, if my guides pick you, then I'll just choose a deck that they tell me to choose and give you a message either from your twin, but it could also be from your higher self or their higher self or from source. Clear. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get this started. See, for the overall energies today, I'm going to use Wisdom of the House of Night Oracle. I feel like that's appropriate for some of the energies I've been feeling. So. All right, let's take a look. See what we got going on. I feel like a lot of twins, especially Divine Masculines, been very much in their head lately. About a lot of things. I feel like they're being hit with a lot right now. So So yeah, first one out looks like to be the High Priestess of Air. So yeah, I feel like a lot of twins in their head today. Oh my god, y'all. I look old as crap today. All right, anyway, so I feel like a lot of twins very much in their heads today. Overthinking probably. Divine Feminine is trying to figure out what to do to move forward. I know that a lot of us have been feeling these heavy energies. Um, but like it's like you're trying to intellectualize the feelings, man. You just go with it. Just go with it. If there's a particular feeling that's disturbing you and you're not really quite sure why that is, purge it and let it go. Don't sit there and hold on to it and try to figure out why it's that way. Just, obviously you want to feel it, you want to realize why it's that way so you can purge it, but you don't want to sit there and dwell on it. Does that make sense? So I feel like a lot of that coming from Divine Feminine, but definitely Divine Masculine, very, very much in their heads today. And recently, absolutely. Let's just try to at least make it look somewhat. All right, anyway. So I do feel a lot of sexual energy definitely coming through. This has definitely been a thing for quite a while, as you guys probably know. But last week specifically, I know this was very, very heightened for a lot of twins. So a lot of Divine Masculines probably going through Dark Night of the Soul. So that's that energy that they project when they go through Dark Night of the Soul. It's just something that they do. So if you're feeling this, try not to let it distract you. Absolutely. You got to get through your day. Oh, that's interesting. We got 2 6s in a row. 2 plus 4 is 6 plus 6. That's interesting. But at the same time, it's like these connections are definitely growing. I feel like there's been a lot of ground covered. There's been a lot of things that have come to the surface. I feel like definitely Divine Feminine going through probably another ascension at this point. Really? Oh, that's fun. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Very hard to purge. But I do feel again, Divine Feminine definitely going through another ascension. Divine Masculines are awakening. Some of them are awakened. Some of them are going through ascensions, but a lot of them still kind of back and forth in this awakened, non-awakened energy. It's like they're really afraid to. They're really afraid to open up and face their shadow selves, because that's what's required for healing and for ascending, right? But definitely things are moving forward. I do feel a lot of you will be getting some answers very, very soon. I know a lot of twins have been kind of in this energy of they know that something's happening, but they're not being communicated to. So there's a lot of deceit happening in some of these connections. So I do feel that some of you will be getting some clarity very, very soon. Now, it may not be actually from your twin. It may actually be from source or maybe from someone else connected with your twin. But I do feel a lot of you are going to be getting some answers very, very soon. And I know a lot of you feeling like probably alone. You feel like abandoned. You feel like you've been ghosted, right? Keep in mind that a lot of times what happens with this, they disconnect for several reasons. One of the main reasons they disconnect is because the energies are really, really overwhelming. B, there may be a situation that they really don't want to drag you into, and believe it or not, they're trying to protect the connection. So a lot of times it's not what you think it is. So stop sitting in this energy like where you feel like alone. You feel like something is missing, because nothing's missing, guys. You're whole within yourself, okay? And if you keep in mind you're already in union with your counterpart, it makes things a lot easier, right? And I do feel a lot of you have been feeling trapped. I feel a lot of Divine Feminines have been trapped by their own. I kind of discussed this before. It's like they're being trapped by their own expectations. Their own expectations, not just of the journey, but their expectations of themselves. I feel like some Divine Feminines have been holding themselves back. Because they're afraid they're going to fail their own expectations. So expectations definitely work both ways, guys. I mean, obviously you want to have a standard for yourself. You want to have a goal for yourself. You want to have something that you work towards, but you don't want to be so focused on something that may or may not be achievable. And that's okay if it's not. I mean, you don't want to set yourself up for failure either. Okay, but as far as expectations go, guys, you really need to release those. If you're worried about something, why are you worried about it? What are you afraid of? Are you afraid of failure? Remember, there's no failure. There's no failure in this journey, guys. So I think as long as you keep that in mind, things will be a lot easier. Yeah, you could be. There's some very heavy energies, guys, coming in. I'm having a hard time differentiating what it actually is at this point. Let's see. Let's take a look at Divine Masculine, see what's going on with them today. Yeah, very confusing. Absolutely. It's like the disconnect between the 5D and the 3D is pretty astounding, actually. So Divine Masculine right now, yeah. Yeah. Divine Masculine feeling very pulled in two different directions. Absolutely. I feel like they've been recently triggered. A lot of them have been very much triggered. And that's really interesting that this came up because I was just thinking that there was a mass trigger going on right now with Divine Masculine. So this just kind of affirms that for me. So a lot of triggers. I feel like they're triggered in their situation. There may be something that's triggering them in the connection, but I feel actually this is something to do with their karmic situation. Something has triggered something in them that really makes them recognize what kind of situation they're in, and they do not like it. They do not like it at all. A lot of them feel like the rug's been pulled out from under them. They're just kind of flailing around, and they have no idea what's happening right now. They're just losing their shit, right? I feel like a lot of Divine Masculines are definitely being pushed toward a decision. They've been very indecisive for a long time regarding some of these situations that they're in, whether it's a karmic situation, whatever it may be. It's like the divine's been really trying to show them the way for a very long time, and especially through towers and aha moments, lots and lots of triggers. Right now, it's like they're being focused, they're being pushed to purge, absolutely being pushed to purge. And as we know, Divine Masculines a lot of times really, really don't know how to purge. They are afraid of purging because, most Divine Masculines, most masculine energy in general, you're told to be suppressed in your emotions. You can't reveal your emotions. You can't show your emotions. So, keep that in mind that this is not an easy thing for them. Okay. Now, you also talking about expectations, and we touched on this before. Okay. Keep in mind your counterpart's not going to your counterpart is not going to react or behave the same way that you are to these things. Okay. So if you're sitting there comparing yourself to your counterpart, don't do that. That's an expectation. Okay. So if you're being faced with the same decision and you're like, oh, well, I know what decision I would make. Right. But that's you. You, believe it or not, you are the same. You come from the same soul material, the same soul matter, but you're not technically the same person. They've had different life experiences. Okay. Also, Divine Masculines aren't as open to the spiritual side. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, I made you a moderator. Just in case we got any trolls again, because for some reason it's not letting me like mess or do anything with that on Chrome for some reason. So anyway, so yeah, I do feel they're being pushed to make a decision specifically about the karmic situation. A lot of them have been stuck in this karmic cycle over and over and over again. A lot of it has to do with codependency, financial codependency, absolutely, but there's other codependencies as well. So emotional, mental, but I feel a lot of these Divine Masculines have been almost a prison to their own expectations as well, if you think about it that way. Because it's like they've been drilled into, or, it's been drilled into them their entire lives, what they should be, what they should do. So they're having a hard time reconciling that, right? It's bringing them basically to their knees. And they don't know how to handle it. It seems too big for them right now. They just can't handle it. There's too much going on. There's a lot of chaos going on, I feel, in their lives right now. And they're really having a hard time facing that, let alone admitting to the fact that they're having issues. A lot of them definitely are being deceptive right now. So just keep that in mind. They don't want to open up to you because they don't want you to think less of them, believe it or not. They don't want to think less of themselves either. So they feel like repressing and holding in is basically what's going to keep them from making them feel like crap about themselves. In reality, they already feel crap about themselves, right? Because they're not speaking their truth. They're not standing in their truth. They're trying to sneak around the truth. They're trying to get. It's again, they're trying to circumvent the purging. They're trying to circumvent the triggers that are coming, but they can't do that, right? Because guess what? The triggers are coming whether you like it or not. Yay. And of course, this represents the sexual energy. And you know what? That could also be a trigger, believe it or not. That could be a trigger for Divine Feminine too. So keep that in mind. But yeah, I do feel a lot of triggers happening right now surrounding Divine Masculines, okay? So keep that in mind. You may be actually feeling the trigger on their behalf, or you may be actually going through something also in your life that's triggering. So it's like you're mirroring, right? You're always mirroring. But I do feel a lot of these Divine Masculines definitely have self-worth issues. It's like they really want to come forward. They're just afraid that it's not going to be good enough. Now, is it not going to be good enough for Divine Feminine? No, because like Divine Feminine would take Divine Masculine as he is, right? So really, it's not good enough for them. They feel it's not good enough, right? You see how that works? So it's a mirroring thing. So it's like if you're feeling rejected, how are you rejecting yourself? Right? So it's that same sort of dynamic, right? But this is definitely heavily on their mind today, guys. This is probably what they're in their heads about. This and all the triggers that are going on around them, because whether they realize it or not, these connections are divinely guided. Okay, they're having dreams, they're getting downloads, they're getting song messages, they're getting signs, just all over the place, and they really don't know how to reconcile it. All right, so very much in their heads today. Divine Masculine's very much in their head. So yay. All right, let's take a look at Divine Feminine, see what's going on with her today. Oh. I'm having trouble shuffling these days. It's like my hands just don't want to do it. I don't know what that's all about, but I don't like it. Oh. Oh, yes. Now, I know this is true for me, okay? Divine Feminine, beware. Be aware. You can't avoid it. Don't be afraid of it, but be aware. I do feel some towers are coming. If you have recently hit a tower, you're probably recovering from that, but I do feel some towers are coming. Now, I don't think these are necessarily going to be like the flaming tower of death, okay? I just feel like some cycles are definitely ending. See the devil kind of falling off here. So like I feel codependency ending here. Some toxic cycles definitely ending. Divine Feminine kind of standing in her strength here. Of course, this is solar plexus. So really standing in her power here as everything around her kind of crashes down. She's like, nah, I got this. I've been through this before. This isn't my first rodeo, right? So I know what I need to do. What do I need to do? I need to purge. Just need to release it. I need to let it go. Right? You need to get rid of all of this 8 of cups here so that I can hold my 1 cup, right? And fill my 1 cup, right? Because I understand that it's, this path is divinely guided for me. Everything that's happening is happening for a reason, right? I feel third party definitely here. Some Divine Feminines definitely having a karmic partner here, Divine Masculine as well. But see here, you got the Divine Counterparts here. You've got a wedge in the connection, but then you have it being divinely guided, okay? So the cycles that are ending are needing to end, and Divine Feminine understands that, right? Because she doesn't want to be stuck in this anymore. She doesn't want to be stuck there anymore. She's been hanging there way too long. She's like, somebody cut me out of this darn tree. Oh, wait, there's no one around. I've got to do it myself. So Divine Feminine, really kind of, I feel like getting herself in order, because I do feel there are some shifts coming. I feel like there's definitely some movement happening with both counterparts, but Divine Feminine is pretty much at the point where she is just done. So karmic situations, codependency cycles, whatever it is, she's done. She's just done with it. She doesn't want to be there anymore. So she's moving, right? She's purging and she's moving. She's taken her cups. All of the emotional investment, everything that she's done, she's taken it and she's just saying, nope, I'm done. I'm out. I'm out. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to take my cup and I'm going to go elsewhere. Okay? You've been drinking out of my cup for way too long. Way too long. And I don't want to have to keep replenishing that energy. Now, this can go for, with divine masculine too. Like, if you've been dealing with your divine masculine, he's been draining you, step away. Just do it. Go away. Tell him, go away. I've got to focus on myself. Stop draining me. I need to learn to refill my own cup. Okay? Because my cup is empty. Like, I have no, I don't want to say that word, but I have no, F's left at this point. so, what's she doing? She's moving forward. She's building up her foundation. She's working on her mission. She's feeling good in her purpose, right? She no longer wants to feel stuck in a situation that's unbalanced. She wants balance in her life. Right? So she's bringing it to herself, right? And I feel like also this is a really interesting depiction because, yeah, she's manifesting her abundance, but she's also giving back. She's giving back to the energies that have supported her already. Okay, and I know this is true for me. Like, there have been so many people who have supported me on this journey and my mission and everything like that, and I feel like giving back. And that's why, like, sometimes I'll get readings from other readers because I want that energy exchange. Like, I want to support other readers. So it's like that. It's like, it's coming for full circle. I can't talk today. Full circle. Oh, hi, Kayla. Hello. So yeah, I feel that's actually a really, I love that card actually. Sorry. Okay, I got distracted. Squirrel. So yeah, divine feminine really doing her thing. Feeling really balanced, moving forward. There's still some codependency I do feel, especially financial, but I feel like a lot of divine feminines, when they're in their heads about this. They're trying to figure out how to get out of this, whatever this is, right? Because this is the ultimate goal here. Inner balance, inner peace, inner happiness, finding herself, really. It's like, okay, so it's like that song, I Had to Lose You to Love Me. I had to lose you to find me. So, finding that inner happiness with herself and understanding that nobody else can control that, right? Understanding she can shine her own light, even in the darkest of times, okay? And she can find her way out, all right? So, I do feel some divine feminines definitely pulling away to purge. So, that's really, really good. So, if you feel the need to pull away from a situation, guys, just do it. Just do it. So, clear. Hi, Amber. All right, so let's get some messages from the counterparts, and then we'll do advice, and then we'll open it up for many messages. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, well, I hope that goes well. All right. All right, so let's get some messages from the counterparts today. They're really talkative today. All right, so you guys know the drill. I'm just going to hold them up. You guys read them. It's the easiest way for me to do it, to be honest. Okay. All right, so let's see. Let's get some advice. Angels of Atlantis, why not? All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah, okay. So some of you are still needing to definitely center and ground yourself here. If you've slacked off on your healing, might want to get back to that. It's okay to take a break. I mean, especially the inner child work. The inner child work is very, very, yes, they're always confused. Doesn't it seem that way? Uh, like, it's okay to take a break because it is very intense, but you don't want to give up completely. Okay. Especially when there's progress actually being made. If you feel like there's no progress being made, you're not focusing on the right results. You're focusing on the wrong thing, right? You need to stay in your bliss. I do feel a lot of divine feminines kind of slipped out of this. They've been kind of in, yeah, resting Queen of Swords face mode. Just kind of defensive and not really. It's like they say they're fine to themselves. You're deceiving yourself, right? Just like divine masculine is, that you're fine and you're not fine. Okay. So need to face that and figure out why you're feeling that way and purge it, right? And remember to have patience with yourself most of all, because I feel like it's easier to have patience with other people than it is to have patience with yourself. But you really need to have patience with yourself. You also need to have understanding and patience for your counterpart and what they're going through. And I kind of talked about this yesterday, touched on it, with what's going on with the karmic situation. Okay. And yes, dreams definitely amped up. I know this is true for me. My dreams have been incredibly vivid. There are definitely a lot of messages in my dreams and getting a lot of downloads and things like that. So pay attention to your dreams, guys. Those are messages and, sources bringing them to you for a reason. So need to pay attention to that. Okay. All right. So I'm going to open it up for many messages. I'm going to try to get as many done as I can because I do have some readings to do today. So I need first names only. First names of you and your twin, and I'm going to let my guides tell me who to choose, okay? So if I don't get to you, please don't take it personally. It is not intentional. It's not personal, okay? All right, so let's see what we got. Hey. um, Stop. Okay, here we go. I lost it. Rihanna and Nick. Okay. Okay. So I definitely feel that the connection between you two is very, very strong, and he seems to be acknowledging this. Okay, they seem to be acknowledging this. It may not be easy for them to acknowledge to you to your face, so just keep that in mind. I do feel they're being very deceitful about this, but it is definitely decision time right now. So they are in decision mode, and I feel like you are also in decision mode here because you're mirroring. Okay, so if there's something that's unresolved with you, you may want to look into that and make sure that you're making the decision that you're being guided to make, because this is going to help your counterpart make the decision they need to make. Okay, I do feel there's some children in this connection, but I feel also this is highlighting inner child work, so need to return to that if you've slacked off or if you haven't done it at all. Need to return to that because I do feel there are a lot of inner child wounds with this connection here. Yeah, your counterpart is definitely very much in regret right now about the way that they treated you. So just keep that in mind. They're holding it very close to their chest, okay? So they probably won't come forward about it, but you need to release the resentment, okay? You need to release and move on because keeping yourself stuck in resentment and regret yourself is going to keep you stuck. It's going to keep you stuck, period, okay? It's also going to keep your counterpart stuck. Okay, I hope that helped. Oh, my. Oh, okay. I don't know why it does that. I'll get to a point and then it jumps and then I lose my place. Hold up. Hold up. Okay. Diane. I have a message for Diane. Or not. It's fine. I'm telling you, my hands just don't work like they used to. Okay, Diane, this is for you, okay? Hey, I hope that helped. All right, let's see. Huh. Oh, dang it, did it again. I'm sorry. Stop. Okay. Okay, Brittany and Uriel. Okay. Okay, yeah, you're definitely being urged to find your life purpose right now. I feel like your twin is definitely faltering this. They probably have no idea what they're going to do, honestly. That's why the Divine Feminine usually takes it in hand first. So you're being urged to find your purpose. If you're having issues with that, ask your spirit team. They will definitely help you, or ask source. You need to have patience with yourself and with your twin right now. Your twin is rebuilding. Definitely been some towers with them. Definitely some breakdown of the ego, okay? You're probably feeling this in the 5D. But try not to let your pride take over. Try not to let your ego take over. Don't overthink things. Just go with the flow, okay? I feel like the sexual energy is very, very high between you guys. And again, you're probably feeling this in the 5D. Absolutely, okay? Just keep in mind that's how Divine Masculine usually handles Dark Night of the Soul. So he's probably going through some stuff right now. And don't sell yourself short, okay? Focus on your healing, all right? Don't shortchange yourself when it comes to the healing, okay? The healing is incredibly, incredibly important. It's not enough just to say, yes, I am healed. You actually have to do the work, okay? You can't deceive yourself into feeling that you're healed or believing that you're healed. I mean, you can try to believe it, but it's not going to work, okay? Keep skipping. I'm so sorry, guys. Namita? Which one, please? Which one? Okay, I have a message for you. Ooh, very talkative. All right, Namita. A lot of self-worth issues here. Okay. So keep in mind you're mirroring. So if your twin's feeling rejected, you're feeling rejected, try to figure out why you're feeling that way, okay? Hope that helped. Meg and Brian. I'm going to do a couple more and I'm going to go because my baby's screaming. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like Brian's trying to pull himself into balance right now. He's been really off balance for a long time. Libra energy coming in here. Definitely feels like his world's a little bit upside down. Definitely, I feel like he's recently hit some towers that's trying to force him to end some codependent cycles, specifically having to do with finances, okay? I feel like he's very financially codependent with somebody or on somebody. I'm also getting something to do with children here. But the connection is very, very strong. I feel like it is growing. And actually, I feel like the energy is going both ways, believe it or not. It may not feel like this, but it's like he recognizes the connection. He recognizes that it is a soul connection. He may not have the terminology though. But yeah, I do feel there's been a lot of unevenness and a lot of uh uneven back and forth in the situation that he's in. I feel like he's been giving way too much to a situation that's incredibly toxic. And it's heartbreaking for him. There's a lot of heartache here. He doesn't really know how to move out of the situation, and it's making him feel crazy. Okay. It's like he wants to rebuild. He just doesn't really know how to do it. And he feels really overwhelmed right now. But he does have you on his mind. Okay. So just keep that in mind. He has a lot of emotion for you, a lot of deep emotion, a lot of love here, and it's giving him serious anxiety. Okay. I feel like he's probably not sleeping at night right now. But something's definitely coming in to trigger him, and it may actually be you. So it's like he sees you this way, but he feels for you this way. Does that make sense? So I feel like whatever it is that you're doing, if you're, I feel like you're probably really trying to work on yourself right now. That's actually working. So keep doing what you're doing. Okay. I hope that helped. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, Katerina and Lazar, are you inquiring for someone else? I assume. All right. So yeah, I feel like I'm just gonna do one. It's telling me both of them. So neither one of them right now are really standing in their truth. I don't really understand why right now, but it's just telling me they're not being fully honest with themselves, or not being fully honest with those around them or with each other right now. It's like they're trying to suppress the truth, but there's a lot of love in this connection. There's a lot of emotion, but I also feel a lot of betrayal as well. I feel like there's a third party situation here, and that could be a person, it could be a situation, it could be drugs, it could be anything. But I feel like there's a lot coming in to illuminate this situation, and maybe that's why they're having issues facing their truth, because they don't want to see it. It's like they'd rather stay stuck where they are so they don't have to see the truth, instead of moving forward and actually breaking free. There's like this want to move, this want to free themselves, but at the same time it's like they're just reverting into themselves to escape the situation instead of actually dealing with it. That's the negative side of hermit mode sometimes, is sometimes you retreat into yourself instead of dealing with things the way that you should. But I do feel that spirit is trying to come in and guide them to make a decision. It's like spirit's coming in here to show them which way to go, right? But it's like an endless cycle. It's like they never actually go that way for some reason. It's like they're sitting there in denial. But I do feel that whatever is happening right now is trying to push them into inner alignment. So each of them definitely working towards this inner alignment and trying to figure out how to purge. And this could be why they're having issues speaking their truth, because they're afraid of the aftermath. All right, I hope that helped. All right, I'm gonna do one more. Where is it? Stop. Sorry, I'm not talking to you guys. I'm talking to the chat. It keeps skipping. It's driving me insane. Okay. Angelina and Taylor. Which one, please? All right, this is going to be the last one for today, guys. If you want to book a reading, you can send me an email. You can check out my website. I'd be happy to do one for you guys. All right. Okay, so Angelina, you're being asked to refocus your attention on yourself right now. I feel like you've been focusing way too much on the connection itself, and you need to return that attention to you. Okay. So I do feel a lot of shadow elements coming in here that you're possibly either suppressing or you're refusing to face right now. and that's okay. That's normal. But you really need to turn your attention back to yourself, because I feel like it's like you've lost your will to move on because this connection's not going anywhere. You feel like it's incredibly, incredibly stagnant. So you need to refocus your attention on yourself. If nothing's happening with your connection, stop focusing on the connection, okay? Because all that's going to do is make you feel stuck. It's going to make you feel frustrated. And it's going to bring down your vibration, right? Don't be afraid of the darkness. The darkness, the shadow aspects of you is still you, okay? It's a part of you. But you need to figure out what's coming to the surface, why it's coming to the surface, and you need to purge it so that you can move forward in your healing, okay? You don't want to be stuck in this constant negative cycle of feeling lost and alone, right? I feel like there's definitely some trust issues between you and your twin right now, but that's also because you're not trusting yourself. You're not trusting your intuition. You're not trusting the things that are being shown to you that you need to do. Instead, it's like you're just moving, you're pushing it away because you're afraid of failure. You're afraid that whatever you do is going to fail. Keep in mind, there is no failure on this journey. There are only lessons, okay? Once you realize that, it makes things a lot less scary, okay? So I need to really release that fear and resentment, okay? All right, guys. Well, that's it for today. Sorry that it was short, but I really do have some readings I need to catch up on and a baby that I need to go check on, okay? All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And I guess I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.